Thank you very much.
Got it.
End of your meeting for custom service.
Now I gotta watch what I say.
No, you
Mhm.
don't. I mean, come on. You're following in Eric's footsteps. We're leading him. Hey there, Liz. Liz, you need to get a potted plant or something besides just Liz Cross, I think, or an animation of your face. I think that's what you need to do.
Yeah. I don't have time to do it right now.
No, I'm teasing. Liz Cross is fine because, people need to know your name.
Now.
All right.
No,
I'm teasing Liz. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just getting on the live stream so I can start talking to people or reading about.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, Liz.
We were just talking about how fun these are, And Amanda,
fun.
wait, Amanda.
I'm right here. I don't know why my name doesn't show up.
No, I don't. Amanda holders, but I don't know.
Mine's not on there either.
Why?
Ooh,
Courtney.
Everybody's is on except for
Everyone
Amanda.
except for me, of course. Anyone know how to get that to fix?
Troublemaker. Oh God, no.
In your settings, but I
Yeah.
don't see the names on them this time.
If you
Usually
scroll
they're
I
your
do.
mouse,
I
scroll
I
your
do.
mouse
I
up.
see everyone's.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer.
Just gotta
I
move the
got you.
mouse around because
Gotcha.
they go away in a second on
Yeah.
mine.
Okay. Yeah.
In my
Okay.
settings?
In your settings, Amanda, in your settings, you can
Under
put your name
video
on it.
or like video settings?
Let's see if we can do it. from-
Okay.
I don't remember. I
trying to
just know it's
find
under.
this- Where's the top of my?
I just did it when I set up, when I first set
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
It always shows
What?
my name.
Hi,
This is the first time
Courtney.
it hasn't.
Hi, Ginger. How are
Courtney.
you? Hi, guys.
Courtney.
How's everybody? Hi, Denise. Hi, Jennifer.
Doing great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this woman, Melissa.
You okay?
Melissa.
Okay.
Oh, send healing energy to Lucas. He's still positive and not
Oh.
smelling, not tasting.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's.
My mother is too. My mom.
Oh,
She's
man.
in.
But
It's rough,
anyway,
man.
I'm so excited that this woman, the head of helicopter productions and other things, wants to do a feature film on Eric's story. So
So exciting.
I've never felt that. We've gotten so many offers and we've said no to some, and we said, "Oh yeah, right, that's going to happen." But this is the first time where I feel like this woman is real, and you guys collaborated that with me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm very thankful that you did that. She's genuine, she's pure of heart, and she wants to she sold her automotive company that she inherited, and she wants to put that money into a feature film about Erik and that story to awaken more people, because she has had a spiritual journey too.
Right.
So and
That's
so I think
amazing.
that's great. So
Mhm.
She feels so solid in that. It really
She
does.
does.
It feels very solid.
I just feel excited for you. I mean, I don't know. It
Us,
just feels
us,
really, it's
and
like,
Erik.
wow.
us.
Yeah,
It's going to be good
Anyway.
for everyone, but mostly, the public who is not awake yet. And,
This is a good time for it too.
That's what I was
Yeah.
just hearing from Eric.
Yep.
This is the right time. This is the
Right,
right
yeah.
time.
Right.
because each of us can't really, there's only so many people we can awaken, although we try, right? But, we need something, we need more of a bullhorn to reach more. Because, I told Melissa, I think what we need to achieve is several things. One is, I don't want people to be afraid of death.
Mm.
That's number one. Number two, I want people to understand the value of the human experience,
Mm.
that they should hopefully cherish life on the earthly plane. And number three, in order to do that, to figure out a way to not suffer. And there are ways to do that, which I've talked about many times, that you can have the human experience and you can avoid the suffering by finding the value in it and the teachable moments. And, you can embrace it, express gratitude for what the lesson is, and then surrender the suffering. And I'm sure that Melissa and Paola is going to be a part of it too. They're going to work together. It's going to have more ideas beyond that, obviously, and also Paola sent me several clips little short clips of the documentary. Wow, looking great. But
That's
right now
awesome.
we're having this guy look over all the footage, editing, color correction, audio correction, and stuff like that. So that is, that's a slow process. A COVID hit us, so we took our time on that. But yeah, Paula came to me the year before she came over and stayed with us with her camera crew and said, I want to do this. I want a documentary about you guys. So must be a special story, Eric, huh?
Yes.
Is it?
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
Yes.
there are other people who have, there's other sons who have died. Why us?
Because you took the initiative, he said. You were one
Yeah.
to take the initiative to start this. This was part of your healing in the beginning, and it just started
Yeah.
growing.
Is it okay if I share something really quick about how I actually met Eric? Do you care? I'll try to wrap it up quickly. So I don't know who knows this, but
Time.
I worked in Casadega, Florida, which is the self-proclaimed psychic capital of the world.
Yeah.
I worked with dozens and dozens of other psychics and clients. And I had this client that introduced me to Elisa. She came in, she had also lost her son. And she said, you have to meet this woman. You have to meet Elisa. Have you ever heard of channeling Eric? And I said, no, I haven't. And so I went home that day and she said, well, pull up the blog. And I sat down and I pulled the blog up and I saw the picture of Eric, and I apologize for being blunt here. I saw the picture of Eric. I didn't know anything about him. And clear as day, I heard him say, I shot myself.
Oh yeah.
And then I read further and I realized that that's what happened. So over the course of the next month or so, I was like, I'm going to tell people about Eric, but I'm not going to say, I'm going to do it just like this, like, oh, check this out. And I had probably a dozen people come back to me and say, hey, like, I checked out the channeling Eric thing, and I really felt like when I was reading about him or watching the video, like he was right there with me. Is that like, this is people who weren't even psychics, like people in my family, friends of mine. And so personally for me, I have never come across a soul doing mediumship that can connect so clearly with so many different people, whether they're psychic or not.
Wow.
So it's just, this is just different. It's just, he's just different.
I wonder why.
He says the light around it all, and he's showing me it's the family, it's the entire family, the light around it and what it's doing. And I can tell you, you reach people all over the world, literally.
Crazy.
And I know someone, and I think she's been probably to a few of us trying to get some answers in another country, in Israel. And she didn't know anything about this until her son transitioned the same way. And to me, I see it as how beautiful it is, how he's working to help this woman heal, which I think she's going to be later holding like workshops or something, telling her story similar to you, but over where she is and stuff like that.
Good.
So Eric is showing me it's the light. And I think it's when you wore that shirt, Eric said, look at her shirt, because a lot of times Eric comes in with yellow on, and there you are wearing yellow again.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with you, Elisa.
Yeah.
Your
Really?
mission. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said soul mission when Eric was talking about your soul mission.
Right.
One of the things that I'm hearing as we're sitting here about the feature film is that if we can get more people to have spiritual awakenings without having to have the trauma that sets them on the course,
I know.
that's going to be huge.
I know. Yeah. And each of us are doing our part, right? And so, and all the light workers that are part of channeling Eric and Atlantis Scalar are also doing their part. There's a lot of people who are the peeps, our peeps, and in your community, etc., that do so much to help so many just by being light workers, sometimes just by existing. So my hat's off to them. We should have a National Light Workers Day.
Yeah.
It's National Pharmacist Month. So I called my pharmacist. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for giving me my drugs. I'm just kidding. All right. Anything else before we start taking questions, peeps?
Mm-mm. No.
Okay. All right, we'll interrupt anytime you want. All right. Ooh, let me expand this so I can see. This is such tiny print for an old lady. Elena Lazar. Hello, ladies. My name is Alina from Germany. Do you guys please have any advice for my romantic situation? I feel this intense soul connection, but it's really complicated. Thank you so much. Love y'all.
Oh,
Anybody want to take that?
I'm hearing ease up.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm hearing just ease up, like breathe and ease up.
Okay. So what's going to happen?
There's
with that
some
romantic-
type of karmic. Oh, I didn't want to say it. I'm sorry. I'm saying
Just
it.
say it.
Yeah, I think there's some type of karmic. They're working out a karmic soul contract. It looks like. I don't know the outcome, but I get the intensity because I feel like it's like that chemistry that's just like,
Mhm.
but sometimes that can be challenging. Like even though there's a lot of spark to it and a lot of chemistry and a lot of all that feeling, sometimes we're drawn so that we can work out something with someone else.
Yeah, I was
I'm
getting,
not, yeah. Sorry,
yeah, I
go
was
ahead.
getting, no, I was agreeing to that part. I kept getting, that just because things don't run smoothly doesn't mean that it's not meant to be for you to be in
Oh.
that there's things you're supposed to be going through with
Mhm.
this relationship.
Yeah,
So
no,
what's
it's
the major lesson between the two of them.
Well, I'm getting that he has a real problem with commitments. And she's doing all the legwork in the relationship. And he
Typical.
is just, yeah, and he's just going along, going with the flow. And he responds to ultimatums, but he's got a real problem with commitment. And she will be in this relationship for as long as she allows this to keep going on, because I don't think you're going to get him to commit full term. Full-time marriage, partnership, going forward with life goals with one another. He's not interested in that.
Is there someone else out there that she'd be better off with? And then we'll go to the next question. Sorry.
I feel like there is someone else, but she has to clear up this internal mess within her for allowing this sort of, non-commitment, being treated less than what she's actually valued. I feel like there is someone, but she has to clean up the work inside. She has to do a lot of healing.
How?
Yeah,
So
Erik has
you guys
shown
help?
me. Erik has shown me she's got to empty one hand before she can fill up the other hand.
Yeah,
That's what he's
I
showing.
do believe, yeah, I think there is somebody definitely for her. But agree, it just feels sticky right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you should book a session with one of these beautiful ladies and find out a little bit more.
Erik said that would be good.
Yeah, I think she
He
needs
says
it.
pick whoever resonates with you. And
Exactly. Lise D
Yeah.
from Nova Scotia. Despite trying to be a good person, you are a good person. I know who you are. By being vegan and a social worker, I worry a lot about what others think of me, and I don't like myself. Any words of wisdom from my guys? Where's this coming from? I mean, this is very common that people are so good, and yet they still just don't like themselves.
Because, sorry, when she was growing up,
yeah,
nothing was ever good enough
Yeah,
in
I had the
her
same thing.
households, right? So she was constantly walking on eggshells. It didn't matter how good her performance was in education or whatever goals she met or how far and how bright she shined. It was never good enough. So she has this constant fear of judgment going on.
I'm going to jump in real quick and say that, yes, I agree with that. It comes from a past life, though. So past life regression to find out where this stems from. And it's something that you're working on again in this lifetime, which is why maybe you came into the childhood that you did. But a past life regression to see where it comes from.
Amanda, could she just do it like a past life reading with one of you guys, or Veronica? I know she does those too. Or does she have to be regressed?
Yeah, past life reading, but I mean, everyone's spot on, but Jennifer definitely spot on. I feel like it's definitely past life related, but you have to work on yourself and your own personal stuff that you've got going on, and past life for sure. A past life reading would definitely help with that. So
Yeah,
I
and she may
resonate more with
find-
what Jennifer
Yeah.
Jennifer's saying for
And she
sure.
may find that her, whoever, parents or whatever, siblings who caused her to feel like she was not enough were actually in another life. So-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's all in
something
her.
about the father kept showing up. I'm not trying to beat up on anybody, but and he figures very strongly in this past life. It's the
Mhm.
same soul is what they're saying to me. Yeah, so she wants to go to the origin point, and I do that with people, go back to the past life and clear
One
the
thing
energy.
that Eric is saying to me right now, which I actually find really interesting and it makes sense, either through a past life regression or a past life reading. Sometimes when you can go to that life, it's like a step away from this one. So it's not as emotional, it's not as intense. It's like you can see the forest through the trees if you're looking at it from that perspective,
Mm.
rather than the life you're in. And he says in this situation, that would actually be really helpful to look
Good.
at it from that perspective and then to deal with it as it plays out in this life.
I like
I
that.
Yeah.
want to add something there. I actually do a technique called consciousness transformation technique, where I go into the past life, and we use a combination of tapping and clearing out that old energy. And what actually happens is once we clear everything out, we find the link that brought the re-triggering event that brought the lesson forward in this lifetime, and then we tap that out too. Now, oftentimes people will feel tingling on their scalp because this technique actually rewires the brain. You don't have to dip
Wow.
back into, you don't have to dip back into those thoughts and feelings and that wiring anymore. You're going to be rewired because that doesn't actually serve a useful purpose anymore.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Okay, oh God, I can't see this one. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay. No, okay. Rontavian Mason, Mason. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee. Do I have any spiritual gifts? If so, what are they and how do I activate them? If he's asking that, it's probably.
I'm actually seeing something through art, through artwork, through pictures. I don't.
Very whimsical, I'm getting.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
And I'm getting
Healing.
with the animals. I'm
Healing.
getting with the animals.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was getting healing qualities. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of he exudes a lot of energy from his heart chakra, and I'm really sensing that like the animals pick up or respond to what it is a healer. It is a healer type energy that he's exuding from his heart
Yeah.
chakra.
So should he work with animals or communicate with animals? Is that what you're saying? Anybody can answer that.
Eric says he can. And I feel like he also feels things through his feet. So it's real important for him to make sure he touches the earth barefoot from often.
Okay.
I get
I
the
feel like-
artistic vibe too, though.
Yeah, I feel like the art I was
Good
going to
thing,
say is how he comes through with understanding himself more and how he can use his gifts.
Interesting. So it's like a channeled art, you think, to help him understand how to himself and to use his gifts?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Allie Rhodes. Hi, Elisa, Eric, and mediums. I recently started attending a Reiki course after feeling a bit lost for a while. Is this a step in the right direction for me? Thank you. From Victoria, Australia.
Yes.
Eric gives 2
Yes.
thumbs up. He's doing
Eric had a
this.
big smile. Yeah.
Good.
But I feel like she's not even going to stop there. That's
Mm-mm.
just the stepping stone to where she's really going to be.
Nice. All right. June Murphy, my son Jason from Ontario has arthritis in his back and scoliosis. Any suggestions from Eric to help him?
He's got to strengthen the muscles
Core.
as much as possible so that he is not putting strain on his back and his bones. The stronger his muscles are, as hard as that is to tell somebody in that position I'm so sorry. I know me telling you is one thing and you actually doing it is another, because I can feel that it's painful. But if you can strengthen those muscles around that back area, that's going to alleviate the pressure and the amount of strain you're putting the back under.
Eric is saying, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. He was saying that the way this is to the extreme that this is, that a physical therapy is strengthening his core muscles and physical
That's
therapy.
so
Yeah.
important for
Mhm.
back pain. Yeah.
That will definitely help. And physical therapist, he needs a professional for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric also tells me this is definite past life stuff.
Yeah, I got the
coming in.
same thing. Yeah.
So if he did
Yes,
the
Denise.
doing the stuff here, the physical therapy, that kind of stuff, but Eric says he would need like a really good past life regression to and that would really help. I feel like the way Eric has shown me break things up.
Energy release. I kept hearing energy release, and
That
I'm
makes
getting
sense.
continuing to yawn, and that's how I release some stuff. But he kept saying like energy release, something for energy releasing. Does anyone else resonate?
Yes.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe you were speared in the back, shot in the back. He, brother Jason.
Mhm.
Would low-dose naltrexone help or not?
Eric says it won't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Olivia wants to know what will happen with the WNBA star Brittany Grinder, who is currently imprisoned in Russia, and she's drinking water. Lightweight. I'm kidding. Water.
She's going to be there for a long time.
Say that again.
I'm getting that she's going to be there for quite some time. She's not going to be released anytime soon. And I feel like if she is released, it's going to have to be a serious negotiation between the government and Russia. But right now, that's a feather in their cap, as it were, that they have her.
Terrible.
They're going to use that to the fullest extent.
Eric told me when it first happened that she's going to be made an example out of.
Oh God. Too bad. All right, Paige
Yeah.
in. Hey ladies, I'd like to ask Eric about my 7-year-old son, Landon B. He has been having a lot of behavioral problems at school and at home, at home. What's going on? And Paige is from Atlanta, Georgia, and her son, Landon B.
So, sorry, I'm jumping in again. I'll stop in a minute. I'm getting that there's a learning difficulty, and I
Oh,
wouldn't classify it as a disability. I would classify it as he thinks very different and learns very different to
learning
most people.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big difference. It's, his brain is not conforming with the teaching at school. And so he's becoming very frustrated and angry. And I feel like he's also being bullied as well.
Mhm.
Are you
Yeah,
getting ADD at all? Anyone?
Yeah,
I
I was
am.
getting
Getting
I am
ADD.
ADD.
I get
Yeah.
that he's being stifled. That's what I got, was he was being stifled. And when Liz was talking about him learning differently, I got that right away. And it's not that I did that. He doesn't have a learning disability. It's just, it's almost like he would do well in a true Montessori class experience setting, because they go to what they gravitate to. That's what they work on first. And then they go, so they do it with what they want to do. But eventually they do everything, for
Yeah,
that day.
student-led learning. And like
Mhm.
Amanda mentioned, maybe he needs a way to release energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and-
up, he's cocooned
Yes.
and
So I was getting that
structure.
that's actually one of the forefront issues. I feel like there's actually potential for him to hurt himself, unintentionally, or hurt somebody else, like a kind of like,
Lashing out.
get pushed to the limit. Yeah, lashing out. I do feel that some of that kind of energy that maybe could be
Centered on sports. I keep getting Eric
Yeah,
keeps talking about
sports in a
sports or
different way.
something
Yeah.
that he can be grounded, something physical will help
Yeah.
balance him, because he is very smart.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's very smart, but he needs something to give him balance. So something physical added to, curriculum.
Does he
Needs
need
that balance.
anything like a play therapist or a psychologist, or does he need to be evaluated by an educational diagnostician? Or
I get yes to,
Yes,
to,
Yeah.
to that. Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
and you can ask the school system; they should provide those
Mhm.
resources. Maybe not the educational. Well, often they do. The educational diagnostics will, go deep in their brain and figure out how it works, or somebody who can do cognitive psychocognitive testing or whatever you call
Eric
it. I
says
don't know.
catch it early and he'll excel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. All right. Dipti A. Hello. I would like to ask, what career should my son Neil, Neel, and my daughter Annika, I got Annika too, but hers Annika, mine is with two N's, should go for? Thank you from the Woodlands. I love the Woodlands. I would love to move there, but it's too far away from my husband to go to work. But anyway, so Neil and Annika, career.
Wow.
Neil is better with his hands, actually. He likes to fix things. He likes to tinker around with things. I feel like possibly engineering or something to do with his hands.
Okay. What do y'all think about Annika?
I'm getting a teacher of some sort, not necessarily a classroom teacher, but a teacher of some sort. So, and I don't know, I keep getting something with, Erik is showing me a paintbrush, so I feel like it must be the
Art.
art.
Mm.
Something to do with art. Good. All
I,
right.
I get the feeling for both of them that they have options, that there's
Mhm.
actually
Right.
They have many talents.
quite a few
Right.
different
Oh,
directions
gosh,
that they could
yes.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. All right, Angelica Pantera. Hi all. Any messages for my new man Marios from Greece? Tell Marios nexero elinika polikala. That's all I say. Love you all.
Messages for Mario?
For
Is that what we're
Mario.
asking?
From Greece.
Does Mario want a message?
I know.
Right, I'm not getting anything.
That's
I'm
what
not
I
either.
thought too.
I'm not getting anything
That's why I
either.
asked. I'm like, does
Okay,
he
well,
want a message?
Does his guides have any advice for him, maybe?
I'm not getting anything.
I just
I
get a
don't
big
think he-
X.
I don't think he
I-
wants advice.
I'm
Okay,
getting
well,
that.
just tell him
Right.
nexero elinika polikala. And
Be a little bit more
whoever is speaking
specific.
there, tell me if y'all know the translation of that. Okay, Samantha de Hoyos, Hoyos. Can I get a message from my grandmother Louise from San Antonio? Samantha de Hoyos, grandmother Louise, excuse me. Hi, Suzanne.
So what I'm hearing is she needs to go back. She's lost sight of something. So, sometimes as we're going through life, we sort of lose track of who we are.
Mhm.
There's this feeling of like you've lost touch with some of your family, where you come from, just getting back to like basic sort of stuff. I don't know what this is.
Mm.
Amanda, what are you getting? I feel like
I
you're
mean,
thinking.
I didn't get that. I'm still trying to figure it out. She's making me like, making it hard for me to breathe a little bit. That's what I'm trying to work through right now,
Did
personally.
Louise maybe have some problem breathing as a way of during her transition? Maybe that's why you're feeling that. Ginger, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time breathing too.
I see a cigarette.
Yeah, I
Smoker. Okay.
I keep hearing the same thing of making more connections is what I keep hearing. Making
With
better
ancestors?
connections with family,
Oh.
staying connected is what I keep
Okay, so
hearing.
if there's anybody who's estranged, maybe reach out.
Right.
It feels
yeah.
like there could be some tension in the family, like there's something going on.
Okay.
Yeah, that
It's-
explains.
There's a lot of love there. I'm getting a lot of
Yeah.
love there, but I'm struggling like to get like trying to get past the.
What she's showing me is an apron around her, like cooking and that, but I didn't feel like she was cooking herself. And then when Jennifer was talking about, I was like, so that's what she means about, everybody gathers around the kitchen, so to speak, that cliche
Yeah.
thing. So that's about bringing things more together. And she
Mm.
also shows me the color red. So I don't know what that means for her, but
Okay.
she showed me the color red.
All right, Christy Hadley, any messages for my niece, Darren, Daryn?
From
That's-
or for?
From, unless it's a typo, from Christy, Palm Coast, Florida.
From Nice.
From
What was
her
the name?
niece, Daryn, Daryn. I don't know if she's deceased or not, but in either case, you can still get a message.
I feel like something has happened. There were all these dreams in place, big ambitions, large goals, and something has halted this. And I don't know if it's an injury. I don't know if it's, something's happened. And now this person is sinking down into deep depression.
Mhm.
And we're just trying to give them messages of hope. Now, my message to you would be the fact that this was part of the design. This is part of the life plan and the path. And you just have to trust the universe is going to work all this out. You weren't supposed to be doing that, whatever it is you're doing. I feel like it's something physical. And that, there is a bright future ahead.
Okay. All right. Claudia, her handle is Azul Violeta, wants to know if there are any messages from Brett, Bretth. Suzanne Gabriel's from Boston.
Any messages from Brett?
Yeah, from.
It's a lighter feeling than the past
Yeah.
one for me.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah,
lighter. I'm
yeah.
happier.
He's very light, very happy, doing good. This person who's asking the question, I feel like they worry a lot, and he's talking about that, and he's just trying to let them know not to be worrying, that everything's okay. He just keeps on it's that feeling of keep wanting this person to know that everything's okay, everything's going to be okay.
I see him
That's what I'm getting.
dancing. I see him dancing to where and where he's
Oh,
dancing.
Yeah,
like
Very
it's-
light
gotta
energy.
be
And
a
Very
signs. I
light.
feel like he's sending signs.
Yes.
He's gotta be a character. I saw him eating a hot dog. Like, it's gonna be fine. It'll be good. Like, just like,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's so
fun.
funny.
I like him. I
Yeah.
like him. I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
this
that's-
energy. It's
That is
good.
so awesome. All right, D.King. Hello, I'm ready to start my tarot channel soon. Any last minute advice?
Eric says, just go for
Just
it.
do
That's what I
it,
heard. The
yeah.
exact same thing.
Jump
I heard the
in.
same
I'm-
words.
Jump in is what I heard.
That-
Jump
yes.
It's been built
That-
in a day, so be confident and give it time.
Right,
Do
have
it.
faith.
I
Stephanie
feel like
Clark?
I feel like she'll be really good at it too.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Ooh, I know she will. I know her. Stephanie Clark, I've been told that Eric and I were brothers in a past life. Could you please tell me anything about that past life together? And any message from my spirit bro, Eric?
I feel like that Erik, and I've told you this before privately, Erik is this figure in every lifetime that's like this huge leader. It's always very spiritual, and people resonate with him as a figure, and therefore, you know how like in some religions people feel like everyone's their brother, everyone's their sister. That's what I get for Erik. Erik is always this huge spiritual leader, often a breakaway as well. So creates different aspects of spiritual leadership away from the norm, which is what he's doing again now,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Because we have so many people out there that follow Erik and they're getting spiritual
Yeah.
enlightenment. So that's what I feel.
Okay.
I
Anything else?
get that they were brothers in another
I
life.
agree.
Yeah, me
Eric
too.
is showing
Yeah.
me them young. They were very close in age.
anybody get that they were orphaned in that life?
I see them by themselves too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
And, but
For
yeah,
sure.
but they definitely were brothers in another life. And
okay.
I feel like it was, I see him wearing like back in the day when kids would wear like probably, I don't know, 30s or 40s where they wear their
Okay.
jeans rolled up or their pants rolled up, with the big cuffs or something is how they're showing me. It's like,
Oh.
but yeah, they definitely were brothers and like very close in age.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think this person who asked the question, he's saying that there's some sort of this person has some sort of spiritual gift as well. Maybe not paying attention to it, but I'm getting that they do have some sort of spiritual
Wow,
gift.
that's very cool.
Eric
Uh-huh.
is saying that he wants to let this person know that he's the older brother.
So cute.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
All right.
cute.
He kept saying that.
Ben M from Southampton, England. Any messages on my career from Spirit? Southampton, England.
I'm getting that I feel like that you either want to leave the UK or you will be leaving the UK soon. I feel like your career will advance even further outside of the UK.
Anybody else? Where would Ben go?
I was feeling like we're just right adjacent to what we really want to be doing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So like stick out whatever the course you're on, the direction you're on, because you're just right next to where you actually want to be.
And it's still a little early on, is what I'm hearing. It's still
Yeah.
relatively early on in this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed.
Yes.
So
It's
Okay.
it's close, but he can't, it's like, when you can't see what's in front of you, I
Yeah.
have this sense that there's like something close, but it's like, it's just very cloudy. There's some trust required right now. Well, there always is for all of us.
Always.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
trust the
Including
universe
myself.
to lead the way, to
Yeah.
show you signs, to nudge the proper, people and events and experiences into your life.
Yeah. Eric says, don't force it to happen. Just
Yeah.
allow it to happen.
Bob, I love you, Eric. And are there laws or rules in heaven that one must follow? I plan on having a lot of sex when I go to heaven.
Don't worry, you'll be able
Manville,
to.
New
Yes.
Jersey.
Oh,
I don't think there's any rules. against
No,
that.
no, it's all free will.
Eric will,
Lot of freedom.
Eric will give you some tips, I'm sure, when we get there.
I don't know what body parts they plan to use to carry that out.
It's different. It's an energetic.
Energetic,
connection.
yeah.
An energy
Nerd.
Like the Cocoon, that movie Cocoon, remember
Oh,
how they
yeah.
just energetically.
It's even better.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Eric
Yeah.
says we made the rules here. There aren't any rules because
Mhm.
everything is in this. It's like, because there's not that, it's just, it's a cliche. It's just love. So there's
Yeah.
no need to put rules and regulations. The
And
only
there's
reason-
no ego.
Yeah,
right?
the only
No
reason why we
ego.
have rules and things is
Mhm.
because something happened. And that's why we put these in place instead of,
Somebody
I'll
wants
leave it at that.
power or recognition or whatever. All right, Heaven Crawley. I called you Helen. I called you Heaven. Helen Crawley. Hiya. Any message from the lovely Eric for her? Heaven Crawley. Sorry.
What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Helen.
Cross.
Helen.
Crawley, Crawley.
Eric shows me that he likes to mess with her, and it's mainly like around the back of her neck. And I don't know if she's catching that or if she's making the connection that that's not a bug or it's just her body being strange. That is really Eric trying to get her attention. I
Why?
also, I don't feel like she has enough faith in herself
Mm-mm.
because
Yeah.
she has some really cool abilities. She's very, I feel like very creative, extremely creative is what I'm getting.
Yeah, I was getting that she's questioning. She's questioning herself, and she doesn't have a lot of confidence.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened?
Oh. Well, I didn't hit record, but I think the lives are always recorded anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that she just didn't have she doesn't have that confidence in herself, but Eric says to just bring in your focus and know that you do have the ability for whatever it is that she's questioning.
Awesome. All right, Christine L from Australia. Any messages for her? Christine with a CH.
She's got a lot of fear going on. I'm feeling a lot of fear, a lot of nervousness, anxiety. I think she needs to work on this anxiety to make her life feel really good. It's like she wants to be in this place of not having all this anxiety, but she doesn't know how to repair that. And I would say you repair that by doing internal energy work on that anxiety. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and fear.
I'm getting
Well-
something around work. I don't know if
Oh.
it's relating to the anxiety and fear, but I'm getting
Mhm.
something around work. Is anybody else picking up on work?
I just got resistance. And then when
Yeah.
Liz was talking about the anxiety, I was like, oh, that's where, okay.
Or
Well,
something about
Jennifer-
feeling undervalued at work. Like,
Jennifer, I'd like you to speak on this since you always talk about your
Struggle with
anxiety.
anxiety.
And
Mhm.
you make anxiety your friend. You use it as a
Yes.
positive tool.
Yes.
So do you have any messages for
So
her?
the very first thing when you asked the question was that I was hearing she needs to get in the water. She needs to be in the water. Sometimes being in nature, walking on the earth is very good and very healing and very balancing for people. She needs water,
It's cleansing.
ocean, what, you
Hey,
know.
Christine L., we're gonna go to Bondi Beach together. I want to meet that cool, awesome looking vet there. I can't remember his name. He's so cute and handsome. So
Mhm.
let's you and I get together. We'll do that. We'll get in the water and shoo all the great whites away. All right, Corrine Kane, Cain. Hi, I'm Corrine Kane. Would love to know if Erik is the one that's been pranking me and if he has a message. Thanks for all you do.
Yes.
It's so funny that people even ask now. It's like, it's always
Yes.
Erik. He's always doing something.
No.
100%.
On his or all around his death anniversary, he kept on we had these light switches that have a dimmer so that when you turn them on, they're wherever you set it at. And he
Mhm.
kept making go all the way down.
Yeah.
And nobody, it was just me. I mean, Maria wasn't there, whatever. So that was
That's
cool.
his famous one, his lights. He's always messing with lights.
Lights are big, I know.
I am going to jump in. I always like to tell my clients this. When you're getting a message from spirit and it pops in your head, like, this is who's doing it, trust that.
Mhm.
That's them
Yes.
letting you know.
Yes.
That's them letting you know it's them doing it. So
That's good advice.
yeah,
Any
trust
message
it.
from Erik for her, for Corrine?
Oh my God. I love when I heard, yeah, get new sheets. Sorry.
Maybe you talking about different color? Because color. I mean, we sleep so many hours in the day, and
I don't know what
color
he just
energy
said.
be-
Yeah, tell her to get some new sheets. I don't know
Okay.
what that's
If
about.
she has, you know what, if she has darker, when you were saying that, what I was getting was if there's darker sheets, you need lighter color, lighter
Okay.
color.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. So go to the sheet store. What do you call it? Bed Bath and Beyond. No, not what do you call it? Not Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
That's
can
what
like,
Maybe
okay,
she's-
feel
maybe
the
she's
color
having-
that works for you the best.
Maybe she's
Target.
having night sweats
Target,
and
yes.
needs wicking sheets or something. I don't know.
Just showing that he's around. Come on, that's creepy.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
that's funny. All right, Sarah Olson from New Sharon, Maine. Oh, beautiful. You're so lucky. I'd love to go there and get a tea. Any advice from my higher self for Sarah Olson from New Sharon, Maine? What happened to the old Sharon?
What I got was her higher self is very whimsical, very
Mm.
playful. And she is saying, be more playful at whatever it is,
Lighten up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw an image of her outside picking flowers. And so it kind of goes along with what you're saying, Denise.
I
is
saw
she
her
was just
out
like,
with beehives and honey.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's like
Oh,
picking
cool.
all these beautiful flowers and
Are you
making
talking about
a
the higher
bouquet.
self? You talking about the higher self doing
This
that?
is what-
Yes.
There was
yeah.
a message. It was her, but it was a message from the higher self of like what to be doing or focusing her energy on, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And
Just,
that's an element of play
Yeah.
yes.
She needs to play.
for her.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Kathy Prince from Ohio. What does my partner, John J. D. need to do to heal himself and then therefore help our relationship flourish?
He's all over the place.
Mhm.
He blows hot and cold. There's something going on there. I hate to say this, and I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose people, but I feel like there's this element of bipolar there. It's one way and the next way, and then he's on to something. He's very erratic all over the place. He definitely needs to get some sort of help and some healing.
Being open to it though, I think is gonna be
Yeah.
kind of where,
Yeah, 'cause-
where we're having
yeah.
issues.
Because when I ask, because we can give that answer, but that they always show me the horse at the water not drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Mhm.
He's not willing. I kept getting he's
Yeah,
not willing.
resistance.
That's what I
yeah.
got right away. He's
Mhm.
got to want this in order to help
Yeah,
make it.
so my concern for you is if you're waiting for him to step up and meet you halfway on this relationship.
Is there somebody out there in the wings that might be a better match for her, Eric?
I get more around focusing on her own. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Focus-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Focusing on, like, what can she do to help heal herself right now?
Correct. Yep,
Oh.
I agree 100%.
Yes, because I got
Yeah.
not right now. That's like
Yeah, yeah.
that's not needed right now.
It's like kind of like, I'm not
Almost-
even saying getting divorced. I'm not prescribing anything, but
Right,
I'm just saying, like, focus on your own journey of healing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't see divorce either.
Okay.
And sometimes when we work on ourselves, I always say there has to be a pioneer to do it, start first. And sometimes when we work on ourselves, that definitely vibrates out into the house.
Right.
All
Yes.
energy.
True.
So,
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
energy. That's exactly right.
and nothing wrong
Yeah.
being the pioneer of it.
Right.
the
Putting
one to
your
start
own
it.
oxygen mask on first, so to speak.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's see. This is Ashley in Houston. Does Eric have any advice for me? Thank you so much.
I'm getting have patience.
I got slow down.
Mm-hmm.
I got that
Yeah.
too. I got, because he's showing me step back.
Slow
Just step
down.
back. Yeah. So slow down.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was getting an imbalance. So
Say
imbalance.
that again.
I was getting something's imbalanced with her. And that she needs to focus. Maybe
It feels
some-
like mind. The mind feels like it's like all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah, because
erratic.
Eric's
It
reeling
happens.
it in.
Yeah.
He's reeling it in, like just
Yeah.
kind of like breathe. What's today? What's today?
Yeah. So
Breathe.
try
It's like,
meditation.
exactly, slow down. I feel like there's a message around not trying to look too far in the future. Just, right. What is
Baby
today?
steps.
What is, yeah.
Yeah. What's right in front of me and how should I handle it?
Yeah.
All right. Kimberly Ropelt. Hello. Is my scalar work for asthma and allergies working? Love you guys. Sometimes it's a lot of energy to move around. So sometimes it takes
Yeah. What I was getting right when you said that was I see these steps, like it's
Mhm.
going in steps,
Yep.
steps,
Mhm.
steps, and slow. It's like a slow process, but it is working. It's steps.
So something
Yeah.
around, agreed. And something around the asthma is related to a past life that's taking a little bit of time to heal and clear. There was
Okay.
a past life, they're saying tuberculosis, like somebody,
Oh, wow.
and there's a cellular memory that is being, I
Makes
think that the
sense.
scalar work is clearing, and so that's why it's taking a little bit of time, I think. something
Yeah, and
around that.
Eric is saying, like you have memories that come up, little blurbs that come up, and you're like, I haven't thought of that in decades or whatever. And Eric says it's like you're burping it out. So
Mm.
allow that to come out and just like, oh, and then like blow it out and like
Better that end than the other, I guess. Although Eric would appreciate the other. He would love that. So what I've discovered, I've learned in a lot of research, and I see all of a sudden people are sending me YouTubes about this, that the gut microbiome is so tied to so many diseases, including allergies.
Yes.
So that might
Mhm,
be,
mhm.
something that you want to consider. I'm gonna probably have another sale on it, but I need to catch up. Colleen McEachern. MCEACHERN. Any messages from my higher self?
This lifetime that you're living, you've done it all before. So it's really important to become enlightened, to process the life lessons, and to be able to break this cycle. Because if you don't, you're just going to keep reincarnating again and again and again, doing the same thing over and over. I feel like your soul is tired of recreating this, and it's really important to move forward.
And how does she do that?
Eric's just by doing something new each
Yeah.
day. He's showing me like, do something new, whatever it is.
Again,
something
with
new.
the element of play. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like this ties to someone else too that we talked about earlier, but
Yeah.
element of play.
Okay, so she needs to find some way to incorporate play into her life and novelty, right?
Yeah, it could be, where she does painting, or she could do a fun exercise like dancing or something that's good for her, or ride a bike, or
Some
Eric
way to
says,
channel.
yeah, or read a book, read a
Coloring.
good book.
People underestimate coloring. A lot of adults, when they get coloring books in color by
Yeah.
number, whatever, it can be very healing too. It gets you in touch with your childhood days. So.
Yeah, you can do meditation like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
coloring, some kind of meditation to get out, let those things go to where you're not worrying about it or thinking about it too much.
Nice.
Kind of get it
Yeah.
out.
This
All
whole
right.
time, the song "Take It Easy" is that the Eagles? is
Take it
playing.
easy.
Yeah.
So there's something in the lyrics that I was going through the lyrics in my head. Look at the lyrics of that song.
Mm.
There'll be something
Yeah.
useful in there for you.
I didn't get karmic loop personally, but I definitely got like that they had to bring in that play and take it easy for sure.
Yeah.
I
All
really,
right.
yeah.
Excellent. I think we all could learn from that. All right, Suzanne Gabriel. What can Eric tell me? I don't know where she's from, but Suzanne Gabriel is not a super common name, maybe.
What
I
can
totally
Eric tell
spaced
me?
out. What the heck was that? What was the question? I was gone for a second. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I was too.
What can Eric tell me? Suzanne Gabriel wants to know.
And I feel like there was another part to that sentence that she
Yeah.
Mhm.
It seems
left off.
unfinished. Yeah.
It does feel unfinished.
Maybe
Okay,
that's
well,
the message.
we'll
It's
go down and-
I
unfinished.
keep seeing, I don't know
Okay.
what this means. I don't know what this means, but I keep seeing like she either has some crystals and she's putting them out in the sun, or she works with crystal energy or something. It feels like there's something around getting in touch with them, understanding their messages, knowing how to work with them, bringing more in. She has a gift in this area, and I don't
Ooh,
fully know, I
interesting.
don't fully get it, but that's what I'm seeing.
Well, she'll figure it out, and then she'll come
Yeah.
back to us in another live, and we'll touch base. All right, Tiffany from San Diego, California. Any messages from my guides on finances?
Yeah, you have to watch what's going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Yeah.
I got,
Warning,
Yeah.
warning.
Mhm.
and stop.
Slow it
Watch
down.
what's yes, slow it down. And it's like she's so worried about it, but it keeps going out the door. And it's like
Yeah, I
she's
literally see it
creating.
like
She's
slipping through
creating.
the-
I saw the same thing. It's slipping through her hands.
Yeah.
Fingers,
So
yeah.
there
It's
is a
like she's
pa-
creating more payments or
what they're
something.
Yeah, I seem like there's a
saying-
leak.
There's a like, she doesn't feel comfortable at, there's like a range at which, okay, this is more subconscious, but there's a range at which she begins to feel uncomfortable. It's almost like subconsciously, if she has too much money, she just, I'm going to spend it.
Mhm.
And so noticing, how much you believe you can hold in your field, something around that.
Interesting. Does
Yeah.
that have anything to do with like something in a past life where she was impoverished, or she had a lot of money and lost, or anything like that?
I'm getting childhood of this
That's
life.
what I got. I got this
This
life.
life.
It would be good if she did a budget. And I know that might be hard for some people, but I swear by them. And I was not a budget person for a long
Yeah.
time.
But if you keep track of where it's going, then you're less likely to let it go.
Yeah.
Is easy.
dive into
control.
the issue at hand, like they said, the childhood, I think she needs to look back on that and
Mhm.
dive into that a little bit and do some self-reflection, because if she
Yeah.
doesn't do some self-reflection, then everything that we're telling her, like, she's not going to be able to do.
Is that something
I'm
you can
getting-
help her with, Amanda?
Honestly, I mean, I think she can do it on her own, to be
Okay.
honest with you. I think she just needs to really like self-reflect.
Okay.
Instead of
getting that
self-soothing
she's
with it.
not safe. Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry. I didn't mean to jump over you. I'm so sorry. I'm getting
you're
she's
fine.
not saving any money at all. And the problem is it's going to come to the end and she's going to have nothing saved whatsoever. She's not doing the things that she should be doing, which is, investing, buying property, even if it's buying gold bars, whatever it is to save money and making sure she's comfortable in the future.
Okay. All right. Good advice. Okay. Beth O'Leary from Richmond, Virginia. What are my gifts?
Definitely
Eric?
can teach. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Teach them a
I
way of putting people at ease.
yeah, definitely good at working with people. Really good with that.
Yeah, I feel it's like almost like deep breath. People feel it deep, like they just
Mhm.
are calm. She's
Soothing.
calming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go like this. Like
Like
she's
meditation.
relaxing to be
I
around.
almost
People are-
get like
yeah,
meditation.
Yeah, and
She
people are
could do that, yeah.
mature.
Yeah.
Does she have
Very
spiritual
so on
gifts?
meditation. Eric says she has, I heard talents, but Eric is saying doing meditations, doing that, helping people, teaching. I keep getting in
Like
spiritual.
yoga even.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm getting, that
getting a
realm.
real strong sense of like teaching people how to breathe through meditation is what he's showing me. Like her meditations can be very intoxicating is what he's showing. My head is like swirling.
Yeah, it's
I just want to
energy.
be like
It's her energy.
Yes, it's like
Maybe she
really.
could create a YouTube channel or a podcast.
Oh my God, she would do well
you can
with
Eric
definitely
says
do
yes.
yeah, you can do distance with this. She can definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So she also is gifted at astral traveling.
Oh, fun.
Oh my
Is
God.
That's
she
why her
realizing
spirit-
that though? I don't know if she realizes that.
Well, if she goes on with this meditation stuff, she's probably going to.
Yes, she
Yeah.
would. Yes, she would.
I feel like she's on the brink of
Yeah.
some really cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
And don't be scared.
Nice.
Don't be
No.
scared because everybody's really
No fear.
yeah, and people aren't going to look at you weird because meditation is kind of the in thing kind of, so it's not weird where people are like ooh. So
Oh, yeah, no.
It's more
it'd be very well receptive.
All right.
Received.
Julie Paula from Scottsdale, Arizona. How can I support myself financially now that my boyfriend and I are separating?
Eric says you're going to be able to support yourself so much better.
I know. He was a drain. Sorry.
Yeah, he's all about like woman empowerment right now.
Good.
You know,
Eric is not the boyfriend, right?
No,
Yeah.
not the
yes,
boyfriend.
just Eric.
Good.
Just Eric.
Awesome. So you'll be
There's
fine.
someone new. There's someone new coming into your life soon that will pick up that slack.
Oh,
But you
so-
don't
Yeah.
need to rely on them.
No, don't
No,
rely
you
on
do
him.
Do not
not.
rely on anyone.
I see her in an office. So if she has ever worked in an office, I don't know what she's doing exactly. But I do sense there's a job coming where she might be in an office
Okay.
temporarily even.
She's going. It's almost like she's going to be rewarded for making this move.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nicole Cespedes from La Paz, Bolivia. Hello, everyone. Does Eric have any advice for her?
Can you repeat her name?
Nicole C. I know her. Cespedes from La Paz, Bolivia.
Bolivia.
The
Okay.
only person I know from Bolivia. So that's so cool.
I heard stay in school, and I don't know if she's school age or thinking about going to school or taking a
triple school.
course or something, but I heard stay in school.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Anybody else get anything with that?
Make a change. Make a little
change.
make a change. That's what I
Okay.
was getting.
I was hearing change with the diet. I was getting changed the diet. Some stuff needs to be tweaked in the diet. There's too much inflammation.
Mm.
Liz
Yeah,
can help you with
yes.
that, right, Liz?
Too much information?
Inflammation.
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 Yeah,
Oh,
Jennifer.
inflammation.
Wait, I can't
Um,
remember. Is it Ginger or Liz that had?
Ginger.
I messed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm
knew
like,
it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
know. I can feel like crickets there. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Okay, guys, we need to close up
Oh,
Shaw.
wow. Okay.
It goes by so fast, but everybody, we'll start with Jennifer, psychic medium, and well, y'all introduce yourself, and if you
Psychic
want to say
medium,
anything else,
jenniferdoran.com. That's
yes,
where you
and we'll
can
have it
find
in
me.
the description box. And me, Lisa Matthews.
Ginger Bailey, psychicmedium.com.
Courtney Dillon, courtneydillon.com.
DeniseRamon.com.
Amanda Holderness is amandaholderness.com.
And Liz Cross, psychiclizcross.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yes, he has an awesome YouTube channel. Also subscribe to our channel, the Atlanta Scalar YouTube channel, and the Channeling Erik YouTube channel. And I look forward to exciting things happening. Apparently, and Amanda is also part of this, all the mediums are going to do, we're going to do some sort of, or they, I don't know if I'm invited.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Rick, of
Sure.
course you're
Somewhere.
A huge
invited.
part of it.
Maybe Vegas or whatever, we'll do a big Channeling Erik event. So stay tuned. There's more to come. All right. I love you.
Bye,
guys.
ladies.
I
Bye.
love you.
Big hugs.
Bye.
Bye,
Love
Lisa.
you all.
Eric says bye.
I
Bye.
love you guys.
This was